well, you say that in the joke way, but when you sit there and think about it, that one makes, you know, logical sense.
My favorite fact about Ronald McDonald, several people play Ronald.
Why are you wasting money to get items for Donald and Goofy?
Because the slight bonus...
Wait a minute. Because they're your partners. I think the real thing we need to talk about here, guys, is how underutilized Donald and Goofy's equipment is.
Basically, the McDonald's Corporation wants you
where
to...
are my naval battles?
Worst chapter in the game. Fight me on that.
The McDonald's Corporation wants you to believe that they have only ever had one Ronald employed, and it's the same Ronald that joined back in like the 70s, and that he is basically an immortal clown that lives forever and works for their company.
Well, they're not wrong.
Also, he's not allowed to tell children that the hamburgers are made of cow, because that fact is believed to be so shocking that children wouldn't want to eat a cow.
He's also not allowed to be seen eating McDonald's. Which, think about, like, the message that fucking gives that your spokesperson is not allowed to be seen eating your own food. Just think about that.
Drifting at sea.
After all this time, I thought I lost it.
After all this time,
It was a gift from
I thought
my
I
father.
lost it. It was a gift from my
He sent
father.
it to me.
He sent it to me.
I'm sorry.
Hi, sorry. I'm Will Turner.
Yeah. That's how you take the piss
I was afraid
out of this scene.
that you were a pirate. That would have been awful.
When Will has dad jokes.
Don't you see? It wasn't your blood they needed. It was my father's
It's my
blood.
father's. My
My
blood.
blood.
The
The blood
blood
of a pirate.
of a pirate.
How the blazes did you get off that island, Jack? When you sailed away in my ship and marooned me...
How
on
did
that
they
godforsaken
capture
spit
you?
of land with no
Hell,
but a pistol
you
and
were
a single
winning!
shot? You forgot one very important thing, mate.
I got some
Captain Jack
PS1
Sparrow.
mouth movements going on.
You see, that's what happens when you miss the damn 98% accuracy. Fuck you,
I
Fog.
still have some PS1 mouth movements going on.
The reason I could explain it for the people that don't know why I have such a giant hate boner for that chapter. One, it's pointless in terms of the story, and two, the reason the F from both chapters is the worst is it combines all of the don'ts of Fire Emblem design. Boat, so cramped space. Fog, so you cannot see what the fuck you're attacking. Flying enemies, so they can literally run circles around you, and the flying enemies have javelins, meaning that they can run circles around you from spaces where you can't fucking attack them.
Did you two hear the controversy about the Kingdom Hearts 3 demo and the Road to Greatness tour? Because that was the dumbest thing ever.
Will, look!
And I get why Square was mad, but I think they kind of blew this out of proportion.
My thing was that, like I said before, was the Road to Greatness thing off recording. What were you expecting when you set up something like that?
The Road to Greatness tour had a longer Kingdom Hearts 3 demo that showed off an extra room in Olympus Coliseum. Someone took a picture of this room and posted it online. They took the demo out of the tour.
Square battle. Insert here.
Worst chapter. Like I said, it literally...
Square is mad that people showed off
Hey,
that,
now they've showed us a really realistic looking, Zeus model.
This, like, the serious,
Wait, how'd you say? Accurate as hell Zeus model? What was your phrasing, Brian?
Well, I don't remember.
Oh, I did not mean to cure.
Wait, they're zombies, so you should cure them.
I can't cure.
It's probably something along the lines of let's
You
just
know-
me.
You know, that should have been a design thing that they really should have done that, because they're undead. If the enemies were standing in your cure ring, that should have instant killed them. That would have been fucking clever.
Whoa there, Final Fantasy.
We're Final Fantasy and Disney. We're going to do shit like that.
There is no Final Fantasy in Kingdom Hearts.
Huh, that is, according to Mura, there's not.
Yep.
Well, there's
Not
not
as-
enough of the good
It's not as
ones.
important as you think.
Well, he's half right. There's not enough of the good ones.
Yeah, like the Warrior
No, just
of
the
Light.
best ones.
Them's fighting words right there.
Yeah, like the Warrior of Light.
There was like an interview where it was basically stated that
Dad of Light? Daddy of Light?
He said he's right.
That's the name of a show.
What?
Daddy of Light.
What is Daddy of Light?
It's I think it's a Netflix show.
Oh.
About a dad who played Final Fantasy with his sons. So they played Final Fantasy 14 together.
What?
I don't know, man.
What?
What?
I didn't make that up.
What?
You couldn't have.
What?
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 Okay, then we're
About
going
about a dad and a boy reconnecting playing Final Fantasy 14 together.
What?
Why do you keep running?
It's just-
What?
Oh, yeah!
What was that about Sora not murdering people?
Hey, those are people in the skeletons.
Well, did you know?
And they don't have Sans theme.
Insert obligatory skeleton war joke.
Fuck off! I don't know which one of those statements I hate more.
Obligatory Sans theme put.
Their lives.
Dragon.
We're gonna,
I can
we're
download
gonna
it.
replace the boss. We're
Ow.
gonna replace the boss theme played when we fight Barbosa with Sans theme.
Do you want me to put Do you want me to edit Megalovania?
I can't remember. Did Toby
I mean,
start?
you should always put Megalovania in something.
I can't remember. Did Toby start being a shit and take down videos
Bootstrap
of
Bill
Megalovania or not?
I don't think.
Oh.
Do as I say.
On my way,
I hate Undertale, but for the sake of an editing joke,
Davy Jones locker.
Hey man, he just implied suicide.
if you want Megalovania to be edited into this LP, I can.
And Goofy too.
It is very easy to add an audio track. I just have to put it under the footage.
Agreed. Leave we shall.
That is not hard to do. I just have to.
Heartless. Stay.
I just have to download it off YouTube.
You know, I just thought they're undead, basically zombie skeletons. So, like, what would happen if you cut their body into pieces? Like, what would they do there? It's like, you really want to torture these assholes, just cut their bodies into pieces and bury them across a beach.
Hey,
That doesn't
hey.
work.
They're not vampires.
Cause no, in the movie,
They're not JoJo
no.
vampires.
The skeleton
man.
forms are immortal.
You can't just cut off their arm and then just put it back.
The
in.
skeleton forms are immortal. You can't hurt them or break them.
I thought it...
Wahoo!
Hmm.
Good old
For the
worm.
record, I could have done that anytime.
Sure can. Yep. That's what I do. Cause I'm Captain Jack Sparrow.
You mean an impersonator of Captain Jack Sparrow?
Yeah, same thing. Let's be honest, after a certain point, Johnny Depp was just impersonating himself.
Yeah! That's pretty funny.
Can we just say that Sarah was just beat by 6 random heartless?
You want to know?
Right?
You want to know something funny? I just have to say this fact because yes, this actually happens. Remember that weird Charlie and the Chocolate Factory remake movie thing from like 2005?
You mean the better one? Find the internet.
You know the movie. You remember that movie. You know what I'm talking about. Now for the fact that this actually happened. So, before that movie was made, Michael Jackson wanted to be Willy Wonka. And he really, he deeply wanted to be Willy Wonka. So, before they were doing casting, you know what he did? He wrote the entire soundtrack to that movie and went to the director. I just wrote the entire soundtrack to your movie, but I'll only give it to you if you let me play Willy Wonka. And the director was like, you're not going to be Willy Wonka, but we'll pay you a large sum of money for this soundtrack because it's amazing. No. If you want the soundtrack, you have to make me Willy Wonka. But they didn't make him Willy Wonka, so they didn't get the sound.
And Nicolas Cage was almost Superman.
Oh God.
Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson walked up to the man and he was like, "Zap, zap, zap, zap." And the man was like, "No, you can't be Willy Wonka." And he left.
Michael Jackson also tried to buy Marvel so he could be Peter Parker in the Spider-Man movie.
Which is worse, Michael Jackson Spider-Man or Nick Cage Superman?
I feel like Michael Jackson literally just sat there.
Right, who's ready?
And was just like, I want to be Spider-Man. And nobody told him no.
Brian, he tried to buy Marvel to make this happen. No, think about it this way. He tried to go, like, I'm gonna buy this company. It's like, why? I want to be Spider-Man. It's just...
Literally, like, watching this Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. He's like, I want to be that guy. And nobody says, but Michael, no.
Hey, look, it's the worst one.
What do you mean? I love this boss.
I don't know why this man loves this boss.
I love this fucking boss.
He is so excited that she's in fucking Kingdom Hearts 3
I know,
just so he can fight her
to team up.
And I'm like, why?
I need to fight her and Marluxia together.
I watched an entire video of...
Well.
What the fuck?
Well.
What?
Well.
What was
well,
that?
boys, that was the thing that happened.
Again, I thought you...
Well,
I thought you had the ability so that doesn't happen.
No.
Well.
No, I don't actually.
Well, then.
Oh,
that was the
actually,
thing.
this is a good point to talk...
Hey, what happened to my custom?
This is a good point to talk about something interesting I learned in this game. Part of the reason the data fights and stuff are a huge pain in the dick, their attacks ignore your defense. Those element defense stats are the only way to resist that type of damage. It just ignores your regular defense, apparently.
Wait, you mean like...
So I'm saying stack a bunch of things that resist the thunder and you should theoretically not die as much.
I don't have those.
Oh, well then we're fucked.
Basically, I had watched a list of roles
Again.
Michael Jackson tried
Well,
to...
then. That was the thing that happened.
Trying to remember some other ridiculous roles Michael Jackson wanted. Because there were some good ones. He wanted to be Spider-Man. He wanted to be Willy Wonka.
Why?
He says.
Why is it killing you so fast?
Oh man, playing on critical mode.
Oh, Lord.
How high level do you have to be for these?
That was fantastic. That was the best thing I've seen all night.
The bosses have a level, right?
Oh, my name's Stats.
What the fuck level?
We'll come back there later.
That was the best thing I've seen all night. He literally walked up to the bitch, and the bitch was like, "You dead?"
That's why she's great!
You gone.
I love that boss.
Oh, man.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, she gone.
Again, I don't know why he loves that boss.
Can I love this farm anymore? Yes, I can.
Speaking of, like, Michael Jackson and Disney, and this movie doesn't really fully exist because it was only at Disney parks. It's this movie where Michael Jackson is, like, this space hero, and it was directed by, like, George Lucas.
Oh, that's where Space Michael comes from.
It's Captain Eon or something? But the funny thing, so Michael Jackson, like, approached Disney and, like, George Lucas, and he was like, I want to make a movie, and they were going to make it like a tie-in where you could only see it at Disney parks, and Disney was like, awesome. And then they were like, well, Michael Jackson's dances are too sexual, we need to edit this to basically edit out Michael Jackson from the movie he stars in. So they did these recuts because Disney executives, like, basically did that comedy, like, spitting your drink of his dances were too sexual and would be inappropriate in a children's movie. So they had to hard cut out this dance that Michael Jackson...
But what do they mean? I feel like they sat there and all that happened was that they were like, man, we can't put Michael Jackson's dance moves in here, or else we'll have a bunch of kids running around grabbing their crotch.
So it's cut down, and a lot of the sexual content was removed from this thing. I'm trying to remember the other ridiculous roles from that list of roles Michael Jackson wanted, but the two that stuck out in my mind were Willy Wonka and Spider-Man.
Got it.
Oh! A Disney one that I think this was Michael Jackson. I think. If not, this might have not been, but I think it was Michael Jackson. I believe, and it's Disney related. Remember that live action Peter Pan movie that was set where it was like him, but he was an adult? And
Hook?
that.
One.
Do you know it with Robin Williams?
Yeah, they tried to get Michael Jackson to be Peter Pan, but Michael Jackson thought it was ridiculous that they tried to cast him in like the role of a aging adult Peter Pan. He thought that made no sense for him, even though like their argument was like childlike wonder, but as an adult, and he was like, I don't see it.
No, let's be trying this again.
So they got Robin Williams and rewrote that thing.
Returned. And now the blood will be repaid to free us from this curse forever.
Hey, he made sure to do his.
For sure.
I just want to point out he took the time to make his speech again.
Treasure, ladies? Not possible.
Not probable. We were alive and we're pirates.
Captain Jack Sparrow. Sora.
Cartergamegeek.
Goofy, too.
So you want to play pirate? Best save the play acting for the nursery. After them!
Does Sora just one shot a pirate?
Yes.
That's some bullshit.
Sora. Oh, where's Jack?
This boss.
This is the first time
Jack! Get
This is the first time Encounters played?
What?
I can't remember this is the first time Encounters played.
Jack! You're a fool, Jax.
Encounter what?
This might be the first time Encounters played. I might be wrong.
Oh.
Oh, well, they ran into a funny, like, little kind of plot hole. This is the point.
Jack has been in the moonlight several times in this.
Yeah.
Well, he has been cursed until now.
I thought he was cursed.
No?
No.
No, he wasn't cursed until now. He took that medallion just now. That's why he was cursed.
Thought he was cursed earlier.
The issue is later
Jack.
when he's standing in moonlight and not skeleton.
Show yourself,
But no, he was not cursed until now. That's in the movie too.
See? I told you you'd be needing old Pete.
Oh no, we still have this thing.
Why did they decide to bring back the worst balls from Kingdom Hearts 1?
What?
It's like the chameleon balls from Kingdom Hearts 1.
No, it's
No.
not.
It's an entirely different kind of stupid idea. That chameleon.
Well, it is just like slightly inconvenient.
Huh. I knew Kingdom Hearts was about darkness, but this is ridiculous.
See, you just.
And now it's done.
That's it?
Yes.
That's literally all that was there for?
Yeah.
Is the joke supposed to be Pete as a jobber?
No.
No.
The point is that he makes it dark.
Yeah.
So when
So
Barbossa comes out, you can't hit him because he's not, skeleton. So the whole thing is
Thank
that
you,
you gotta
Donald.
kill the thing first, so
Yeah,
that you can
apparently-
damage Barbossa.
Yeah,
the caveat would be, this boss would work that way if the thing popped back up again.
Yeah,
It does pop back up again, Brian.
but you can
If it popped back up again.
Yeah, but you can kill
He's
him
not-
so fast.
Yeah,
it
he's not
doesn't
saying
matter.
that it doesn't. He's just saying it's not gonna. Because Sean knows what he's doing.
Did any of you watch the video of the guy beating Kingdom Hearts 2 without jumping?
No.
Oh god.
What?
No, oh, don't worry, we don't get to Super Mario 64, no A button levels of memedom.
He beat the...
And this was somebody chimes in and says, all I gotta do is make Barbosa's health with my heart. No, you don't. You just literally have to put him in an invulnerable state where he jumps away from you and then summons the thing again.
Except that's bad game design, but I'll cover that when we get to him.
What say you
How?
call it a draw?
It's literally a phase change.
I have an argument to make when we get to a certain
Bosses
boss.
in every MMO have phase changes.
Oh, hey, the one gun I didn't
Wait, you can't say
censor.
it.
Well, because you kind of can't censor this
No,
gun.
don't say it.
Bleh.
You know, he didn't really think this through.
I feel.
What do you mean, Garden? Who didn't think what through?
He didn't. He didn't
See,
think.
you said they got rid of all the guns. Like, that's what I got 2. That's what I don't understand about censoring. We didn't give the enemies guns because they be shooting Sora. But it's okay for Jack Sparrow to shoot Barbosa, and it's okay for Will Turner to literally hold himself up with a gun. Like, what the hell?
These people are assholes. They're pirates.
What now, Jack?
It's like we didn't want to change the movie too much, but we don't want someone shooting Sora.
Also, do you really?
Ignore the fact that lasers are technically more violent than bullets.
Also, would you prefer Jack to just point at Barbosa and have him fall over? That was a 4Kids joke.
Hey, Jack.
No, wait. For kids, they changed this in One Piece. There was a scene where they changed the gun to a slingshot.
No,
so he
but in
Who
Yu-Gi-Oh!
cares?
yes.
Because the finger is the most lethal thing to throw at somebody.
You're coming with us, Mr. Kaiba.
Come with us, Mr. Kaiba.
No!
Well,
My favorite thing, and because they removed the guns, they removed... You know how Kaiba, in the Japanese version, stops being shot? Because it's the most badass, ridiculous thing.
he jams the chamber of the gun with a car.
No, not the chamber. The back of the gun, the little hammer that needs to go forward, Kaiba pulls out his deck and does this flipping trick, and he
The heart of this world was in Jack's compass the whole time.
We have talked about this. We are not going for the hearts of worlds.
Even though we totally are.
We are opening pathways to other worlds. We're just making it so we can fly to places. I don't understand the whole item thing because that doesn't make any sense. But for some reason, we need special items to activate when we solve problems so that we can just make a path. Because remember, in Kingdom Hearts 1, they said that you wouldn't be able to fly gummy ships places. And then Yensid said, no, that was fake news. The Keyblade can totally make paths that gummy ships can fly on. I don't know why somebody told you that. They clearly didn't have a Keyblade. Which Leon did not. So Leon is justified in thinking that...
Oh hey, one of the most pointless keyblades in the game!
Leon is justified in thinking a gummy ship could not fly through the invisible walls that the Keyblade can just, pierce. But hey, you need to do that because apparently you can just surf on your Keyblade while equipping Keyblade armor and just fly in space.
Uh-huh. Or whatever the hell Monstro's doing.
What?
Or whatever the hell Monstro's
Monstro has such a strong will.
Strong will
that he
and
exists
heart.
in space. Hey, look, Twilight Town.
It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, what is your opinion on the boss fight at the end of the world? In my opinion, it's not that complicated. However, I find parts of the fight a bit padded. Needing to defeat the one Heartless to brighten up the room comes off as padding, in my opinion. It does not really add much to the fight. It's just a weird extra step to make the boss battle a little bit more challenging. But anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. My social media links and my Discord link are in the video description. Now I need to be a shill for a minute. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and leave some comments. If you want to keep up with our videos, hit the subscription button and ring the notification bell. And if you follow me on social media, that helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. See you all next time.